up here in Hooksett, New Hampshire today. We are on a job site that's an office to a residential conversion. A really nice project. It's about a 2-hour drive, maybe a little more it was this morning at 7 a.m. from our Foxborough location. It's going to be an hour and a half probably to get back down, right? So as our company grows, we have locations that are not close to the office sometimes, right? So one of the issues that comes with that is the communication. What do I do as a CEO? And I suppose the challenge in this video I'm talking about with leaders of companies is their ability to communicate with the people who work there and make sure that they make everyone feel that they're part of something and they're not forgotten in the four corners of the geographical area that you reach. That to me is something I have struggled with, right? I think the ability for me to talk to people as we've grown to 200 plus people is a really challenge for me that I sometimes don't do well at. You know, I met here with the foreman, Paul, today, had a good conversation with him. You know, probably see him 2 or 3 times a year between him coming down to see me going up here. So why am I talking about this? One of the things we've implemented recently at Energy Electric is a video newsletter. We've had newsletters in the past. We've done them at different cadences. We've done them monthly. We've done them quarterly, bi-monthly. We've done it all. And the whole focus with that is to make sure that as our company grows, that people understand where we're going and that I'm talking to them. Because any company, if you're a leader of a company, CEO, it is my opinion, and I haven't done this well, so that's why I'm talking about now at times, you've got to be able to communicate and make sure that everyone understands what you're thinking, where you're going, and what the plan is, right? And this is important. I think that's what I do now with the monthly newsletter. I sit down at my computer and I get to this job site via a video once a month, and it takes me about an hour, maybe a half an hour prep, an hour of kind of getting it ready and then shooting the video, right? And it's about a 15-minute video, not much longer. The reason I do it, again, it's so critical that as you grow that you're seen, right? You're seen and people understand where you're going, what you're thinking. Don't want to repeat myself too much on this, but it's absolutely imperative that you do it, and how you do it also matters, because people want to hear from the leaders of their company to understand where they're going. It could be a newsletter where you're just being quoted or you write the newsletter. It could be a short video that you do similar to what I'm doing here on the job site here in Hooksett. But, you know, I can't get out here as often as I would like. I don't get to job sites as often as I would like to see people, to shake hands. You know, people say all the time it helps morale when they see you out here, and, you know, and I get it. It absolutely does. But, you know, I only have so many days in the week, and I have a long task list that I need to get back to, projects and emails I need to respond to, and I'm probably going to be out of the office today for about 6 hours. Yesterday I was up meeting with a client in the North Shore. I was gone for 4 hours. I meet with clients all over the summer at different times, and it takes, but that's part of my role, right? So the video and the newsletter and any kind of way that you communicate with your people is something you really need to challenge yourself to get into it. And it's consistency. That's the last thing I'll finish with. I've had some great ideas with it. We've, as a company, have had some great ideas with this stuff. We've done it for a while. Stuff gets busy. You take a week's vacation. The month gets backed up. You don't do it. You don't do it well. You kind of maybe procrastinate about it. Don't do that, right? I've been on both sides of it. It's one of the advantages I've had. Any kind of information, any kind of communication is better than none. And I think that's important for people to understand. I got to see the guys here today. It's great to come out on a beautiful morning up in New Hampshire here, southern New Hampshire, to see a beautiful job site that we're doing a phenomenal job for a client that we've had for many years, and hopefully we'll have for many years more. So that's important too. Getting out and about is also important. But being consistent about communication, being consistent about the plan for your company and for your business, and communicating that in whatever way you can. Some of you are lucky, maybe you work in a remote business and it's all online. You can do a Teams meeting, everyone can jump on and you can do that. Other people go and they book Gillette Stadium and book a room there and put their name of their company up on the screen and do it once a month. I call it a company meeting. Or once a year, call it a company meeting, whatever. But on a consistent basis, you should be speaking to the people who work for you, work with you. And that is what we do with our video newsletter at the moment. It's a new, I would say it's been a new thing that I brought on board, and a new initiative that I felt has gone really, really well so far. Getting great feedback. People appreciate the time you put into it. And on that, I talk about maybe some new jobs we've won, some new anniversaries that have happened, some stuff with HR, some stuff with pre-construction, updates to our building, anything that can really highlight the company and the plans that we have and where we're going and why we're doing it. Not everyone loves what I say on these newsletters, but videos that I do or whatever we put out, but at the same time I'm communicating so they know exactly where they stand, which is much better than not knowing anything at all and feeling like the company has grown to the point where no one cares about me. So that's what we're trying to do. And again, it's a challenge that I've tried to be consistent with and work very hard at doing, and I just really feel it's my role. So it's something I want to bring up, but talk about it in the comments here, LinkedIn, YouTube. Are you communicating with your people? Are you working for a company that communicates with you in a genuine way? It's something that you really should understand, and there's no excuse to not do it these days with the way a cell phone is, the way that you can do a recording in your laptop. There's just no excuse to not do it. So this is just a fun kind of initiative that we're doing. Glad to touch base up here in Hooksett, New Hampshire. And is your company communicating with you? Because they should be.